If you're looking for a gaming laptop but can't decide because you're wondering if 8GB is enough or you'll need to upgrade to 16GB, perhaps this video that you are watching right now would give you the clearest answer that you need. We're gonna test some real-life usage of performance differences between an 8GB versus 16GB of a gaming laptop. That includes gaming, multitasking, and system-based tests. So without further ado, let's find out if you should take that 8GB laptop you're looking at or you'll have to upgrade yours into 16GB. Let's start with some general system benchmark. Regarding the difference on PC boot time, allow me to disappoint you. There's not much difference. Even though the 16GB is 1 second faster, it's not always gonna be the case. To be honest, we can just ignore this and completely tie them out. Just the same as file transfer speed, the 16GB is just the same. Those 2 seconds difference are not really a clear sign that it's faster in terms of RAM size. But what really matters here in this specific category is the latency and frequency of your RAM. Now, if you want more clear difference between 8GB and 16GB that shows in numbers, we have the Cinebench R23 results. These cores are on the same spec system with difference only in RAM size. Obviously, the 16GB would have the upper hand on such given complex things like rendering. And in this specific test, the 16GB score is 11.47% higher than the 8GB in multi-core test. But for more actual real-life comparison in this general system benchmark, I tested both RAM size on a browser tab test and checked how much is their RAM usage. With 25 Chrome tabs opened, the 8GB system uses 6.7 of the RAM while on idle and 7 on active. And obviously we know that 16GB can definitely handle this, which means I have to add more, and for this, we've added 13 more Chrome tabs or 50% of the previous volume, totaling to 38 Chrome tabs. The 16GB system uses 9.8GB on idle and 10 on active. You can definitely push this further if you want to, but the main point here is the allowance difference that you have for some other apps that you might be using alongside with these Chrome tabs, or if this kind of usage setup is realistic to you, like opening 38 tabs on your browser. Look, I'm not judging you, but it's not just an average person's day-to-day usage, but I'm sure this somewhat gave you an idea already if you're fine with only 8GB or you'll need 16GB for your specific use case scenario. Now let's move on to the more complex comparison, which is gaming and also combining it with multitasking, such as having Spotify on, multiple browser tabs, and gameplay recording, which all of this would definitely show you the real distance between the differences on performance of 8GB versus 16GB. So on this gaming benchmark, what I use is a AAA game that offers a realistic graphics to stress the system for more averaging results for a variety of users, which is Elden Ring. For this specific test, all settings are set to maximum, but we're gonna turn off the ray tracing or the RTX feature so we can have a smoother comparison gameplay. But I just want to let you know that the initial settings I have on this game is definitely with RTX on. The game boot time has the same result as well, just like the PC boot time. Although the difference on game launch time between these two are not that far, the 8GB still shows some slow timing and frame delay when the initial game menu shows itself. Again, this is just from the start and it was a one-time test only. It might not happen on other launches. The game FPS shows a big difference with more than 26.47% in favor of 16GB. This is definitely due to the RAM size, which is the main reason for this comparison. The 16GB has more RAM usage, which allows it to perform better on different aspects of the game, while the 8GB is working its best on what it can do within its range size, plus the most obvious scenario on 8GB systems is FPS drops. But on this case, it's just happening 1 out of 10 times. But still, the difference on RAM usage is double, which still justifies the amount of performance advantage of 16GB. Now, if we're gonna add some multitasking activities while running the game, it gets interesting. With 5 Chrome tabs opened alongside the game, the 8GB system fluctuates but still on the same range and not that different. Almost still the same FPS and RAM usage, but the FPS drops are quite frequent. Meanwhile, on the 16GB system, FPS still the same and still smooth and even reaches 55 FPS on closer fight scenes, but the average of RAM usage had gone quite higher for like 500 plus. Now again, with that setup of 5 Chrome tabs plus the game, I've also added Spotify that just plays on the background and the result had gone terribly disruptive. The 8GB system still has the same FPS average, but the FPS drops is noticeable. The RAM usage also had gone quite higher to 7000, but the most visible problem here is the glitches that is happening on the game. It starts to show some shadow glitches or bug, whatever you want to call it, that you are seeing right now. Again, the FPS is still the same for unknown reason, but it doesn't feel smooth anymore. And you know, you're already seeing blinking shadows on the game that indicates something's wrong and the system is pressured, which means the 8 gig system is starting to finally hit its processor's limits. On the other side, the 16 gig system is still fine. Still the same FPS average with exact smoothness, only the RAM usage has some changes which had gone up to 14,300. So the takeaway here is if you're a multitasking gamer, which some of you might be, or just a hardcore user, 16 gig is a no-brainer. But the final test that you should importantly know is gaming while recording your gameplay, which most of users would do. The software I use on this test is OBS Studio. The 8 gig system has an average of 20 FPS while recording the game, but the RAM usage is only unnoticeably higher from its initial amount, which is close to 6,500. The 16 gig system shows an average of 32 FPS but still has the same RAM usage of 12,000. So this means whether you're opting out for 8 gig or 16 gig, both of these RAM sizes can still record gameplays with some adjustment on the system and in-game settings if you want to record on a high bitrate 60 FPS videos. So with all of that data from this testing, I think I deserve your subscribe. Please do right now, just subscribe. These are all real-life results from my transparent testing. There are still some factors that may vary and could affect the results on a different note. But numbers are numbers, results are results, it's hard to argue with that. So I hope this video helped you to decide on what's gonna be for you. If you enjoy this video or it helped you, please drop a like and consider to subscribe as well. It would really help me a lot. And if you have any thoughts that you want to share, feel free to drop it down below. Again, Hermes here. Thanks for watching and catch you guys on the next one.